These are very nice, aren't they? Isn't that pretty?
Aren't they gorgeous?
And just think what background you're going to make it. You can snip elements out, can't you? Isn't this nice?
Aren't they lovely?
Is that a clock you've got there, Fiona?
Look at this. Look at this. Well, so think about your clocks. Now this could work, but I've lost my battery. So that could be a working clock. So you could turn these into home decor so easily.
Very smart. And you know, I just think, I'm looking at this tag here, this keyring.
Isn't it cute?
What about little phone cases?
Fantastic.
Imagine one of these for a mobile phone. You know, the smartphones, you can buy clear cases,
Fabulous.
can't you? Imagine putting this in the back.
Would be lovely, wouldn't it? Would be really gorgeous.
A phone case.
Wouldn't
Colour
it
it
be
however
nice?
you like. There we go. Oh, what have we got there?
Little clip,
Little clip.
hair clip. Look at this.
Oh, if only I knew.
Love this idea. Now, I would have decorated you with that as well.
I know, okay, use this. Couldn't I
You
ready for
could.
this? Oh, sorry, I moved out short then.
There we go.
How to use this?
Perfect. Perfect. That is the one. That is the one. Charlie, you've never looked more glamorous.
There we go. There we are.
They are just
People
lovely,
pay a lot of
aren't
money
they?
for that week normally. There you go. You got it for free.
There you go.
There we go. No, if you'd like to go for this bundle, I'm irritating myself now. It's £19.98 for this big bundle. So you got the pad, the tags, the bookmark, the 12 pencils, £19.98. You're saving £9.98. 010798 is your item number. A lot of 8s there, aren't there? Anyway, any questions? Fiona, we're back at 10 o'clock, aren't we?
10 o'clock. Indeed
Lovely.
we are.
Another cafetiere coffee before
I
then,
think
that's a
so.
coincidence.
I think so.
Well then, don't forget, we're approaching 20% on the floral bouquet, so do be quick for that. 20% gone. We've also got this one right here. So this one's now called the Moroccan Life.
Yeah, now, I mean, these are just beautiful. You've got mandalas in here. You've got wonderful, intricate designs. They're going to look great. That is a box, by the way, that has been turned. That's just using one sheet of the pad. So turning it into a box lid. These are a nice weight,
Nice
so
silk
you can do it.
scarf
And
in
look,
there,
you can
perhaps?
see those ribbons of the sparkle in there as well. Look really gorgeous. Or maybe something as simple as this. Isn't that pretty? Little fridge magnet. There we go. So wouldn't that look great? I mean, these are the kind of things you can be doing to decorate up. And again, you can see a little bit of the sparkle on there and a little bit of glossy accents. Or maybe you're going to turn them into the most amazing card. Isn't that just so pretty?
Beautiful,
That pink and gold looks incredible. That is one of those cards that you send somebody who's really arty and it looks like you've spent ages doing it, and we both know how quickly that can be done.
You could do that very quickly, easily in the morning.
Aren't they lovely?
An hour?
Oh, easily.
Easily in an hour, depending how you do it. 'Cause, you haven't got to be really fine detail. You can actually colour over the lines and it repels the colour. So you can do bold areas very, very quickly if you wanted to.
Yes.
And it's nice giving it a quick wipe with a tissue, actually.
It really is.
Nice. If there's any
I've
excess left.
I've lost the coloured bit, but we'll find it for the next one.
We'll find it for the next. There we go. I may have mixed it up.
It's all right. Don't worry.
Anyway, it's here.
No,
it's not. Anyway, anyway, that's the Moroccan Life. Let's change the detail now for the Victorian steampunk.
Yeah.
There we go. Now a third of the stock here is gone, so it's one of your favourites.
Wow. And I mean, aren't
is,
they great? I think because this appeals to young and old. You have got some really different, funky designs in this. And, you know, young or old are going to love it. Men or women are going to love it. That is amazing. The little tag book that we've buried and lost is incredible.
For me, at its best, it's a perfect mix of history, mechanics, cogs, clocks, but history meets fantasy. That's what I love about steampunk, and that's exactly what it is here. It's beautiful.
They just really are quite stunning, aren't they? It doesn't matter what you use, you are going to love these. And I love the fact that, you know, these pencils and these decorations just look like a marriage made in heaven. They really do.
They do, don't they? Isn't that smart?
They are incredible, aren't they?
Well,
really incredible.
There we go. Any questions do get for this if you'd like to go for it now. It's £19.98, saving £9.98. There we go. Now it's 521,118. That's Victorian steampunk. Now the next bundle we got, you're getting 2 pads. It's the 12 pencils, it's the 2 pads. This is a different bundle we're looking at right now. This is called the Sea and the Floral colouring pads, and it's basically over 30% of the stock's gone.
Wow.
£12.99, that's actually the price of the pencils. Well, Fiona, we'll see you at 10 o'clock. Thanks very much. Awesome demonstrations, I was into that. I'm joining Sarah Rushton after the break, live here on the Hochanda. See you after this. see Sandra joining myself after the break. Colour, craft and journal with her beautiful illustrations. We got Creative Expressions One Day Special at 9 o'clock with Lisa Horton. Colours to Dark with Fiona at 10.
I'm Sheena Douglas, and I'm a stamper first and foremost, but I also draw my own stamps. Years ago, in days of yore, I started studying art, and I got the chance to live in California, which I continued to study art there, and then got a different job in training, and then finally came back to designing my own rubber stamp range. I'm really pleased to be part of the Hochanda family. And I'm pretty well known for messy crafting. It's a fair cop. I like inking, painting, stamping, die cutting, stenciling, and I'm really pleased that we'll be able to focus on sharing tips and hints and techniques as we continue. And so hopefully we'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Robert Adams from Papercrafts, and I've been designing products for crafters for over 15 years. I really enjoy making cards, and I hoped that I can bring you projects that will be inspirational to make. I'm really excited as the designer to bring you a product that I know will look fantastic but is simple and easy to make. And they also come with comprehensive instructions, so you're never going to get lost in the making process. As a designer and a crafter, I take pride in being in control of all of the processes and also using the best quality materials in everything that we make and design. I hope you can join me on Hochanda for future shows where I'll be launching our latest products.
Hello, we're live in the studio. Lovely hour with Fiona, but the fun continues, the creativity continues with Sandra this hour. Sandra, welcome back to Hochanda.
Thank you. I know it's been a whirlwind rush to come back, but it's lovely.
It has, I'm sure it has, and thanks for getting up this bright and early. No one likes to get up. Are you a morning crafter?
No, not
Right,
at all.
well, I'm glad we got you up at this early then. You're an evening
I've been up for
crafter.
hours now, though, so it's fine. It's
You
almost
drove.
like
You didn't stay up last night. You
No,
drove in.
I drove in this morning.
Hardcore. That's dedication for you.
Absolutely.
Now we're celebrating a lot of your designs. Is that right? How long have you been
Yes.
illustrating for?
Really professionally.
Yes.
12 months.
Oh, really?
Only
Right.
12 months, yeah. I've always drawn, always done those kind of things. But it's always been on the sidelines.
Right, okay.
And a very good teacher friend of mine said, go and do something with them.
Go and do this, yeah, and here we are.
And here we are,
Well,
yes.
shall we have a look at your designs? These are
Go for
beautiful.
it. Where do you want to
Now,
start?
well, let's start here with this pad, because this is filled with your artwork.
Yes.
Absolutely filled. So this is basically the foundations for us to, well, colour in in various different mediums.
Absolutely, yeah. Colour in, doodle if you want to. I've given
Right.
you space to your own creativity if
Very
you want
nice.
to. But yeah, whatever you want to do with them, I've given you the starting point. But then you can create things like this.
Isn't that nice? That is beautiful. That's gorgeous. So again, bits like this, so go scrapbook pages, could be art journals, of course.
Absolutely, anything mixed media if you want to fit it in. But you've also got, smaller versions you can do cards with, mix and match all the stencils, whatever you want to do with them. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Marie did that one. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you. Can I hold this one up as well?
You can.
Oh, be careful. These.
Look at this
Wow.
one.
That is an absolute masterpiece, isn't it?
Imagine having that one as a gift.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful. You'd hang that in your living room, wouldn't you? It's
You
beautiful.
would, wouldn't you? That's striking.
Sharon did that one. So.
Well, there we go. So we got this, and we've got more pads right here. Isn't that pretty? There we go. So that's just a selection of some of the illustrations of what you could do at home. Shall we have a look at them? Shall we have a look at them in more detail? So then, you get 10 designs, 4 of each, but they're still slightly different. So if you pick one design, should we start with the butterfly?
Yeah, let's go with the butterfly.
So, although we've got it's the same image, but some are filled with more detail than others.
They are, yeah. You have 2 of that one. One's got words with it that I've written to go with the image, and that one's without the words.
So 2 of this.
Yeah. Then you've got one slightly different pattern there, so you can sort of play about with it, or you can colour it in as it is.
Okay. And then, I've missed a page.
And then
a blank one.
Yeah.
So that's one design.
Yes.
And then that's the butterfly. Then we got these. Same story.
Same story, yes.
That is beautiful.
I just want to give you a bit of something to go on, something to have a play with,
Isn't this
something to
nice?
colour in, then something to do your own thing with.
So, what's your inspiration for this book, then? Where did you get inspiration from?
Clocks are a big thing for me.
They are?
Yeah, very steampunky, anything to do with cogs and moving parts.
Right, okay.
And that's where it starts, and then it's all about the wires and the coils and everything that fits together. So that's the eye. The eye's just lovely.
That is lovely, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and it's coloured up. It's fab.
It really is. They're so inspiring, these pieces. And happiness is a state of mind. Isn't that beautiful?
True, anything positive. I
Also,
think
when you
it's
win the
important.
lottery.
Would like to, yeah.
Yes,
Keep
nice.
winning lotto dips, but win it.
Yeah.
Never the big one.
Do you know what? I think I won £10.40 one year.
Really? Oh,
And did it change me? No. Anyway, here we go. So the owls, they are beautiful, aren't they? Isn't that nice? Isn't that gorgeous?
I like drawing owls.
Well, there we go. Some designs there for you. You got more. It's absolutely packed full, and you can just have a flick through and see where you land. May that be your first one. Again, £14.99 for this book. So it's 921672. You also get 2 sheets of these sentiments as well.
You do at the back.
Which you do get at the back. And inspirations at the front. For example, there's the inspiration.
Absolutely.
So sentiments at the back, and there's some inspiration for you.
Yes.
And now, the paper you've sourced for this, is that been thought about? I mean, is that done for a reason, I assume?
Of course, yeah. We spend a lot of money on our alcohol markers. We've got lots of them.
Right.
And then when you want to colour, and spend some time, if you don't get the right paper...
It's a waste of time, yeah.
A waste of time. It bleeds everywhere and it doesn't blend.
Right.
So this has been sourced to make sure that it's beautiful. You can blend your alcohol markers on it, no problem.
And it's important. It's an important tool,
yes.
that, isn't it?
It certainly is.
You're right. If you're going to spend the time doing it,
Of course.
You might as well give yourself a head start with quality paper like we got there, £14.99. Now then, shall we look at the next item we got? This is beautiful. Don't forget, if you have got this book, it's a 44 sheet. It's a 91672. Gorgeous, gorgeous selection we got right there. Now then, we've also got some more stencils on the show too. Now then, if you are into your mixed media, we've got backgrounds and words here. So, shall we have a look at what we got? 'Cause
Yes, you can. I've put them on a board for you.
Thank you very much.
Because they emboss beautifully, and certainly with the words. So that one I've just inked through. And then this one, I've coloured it a bit so you can see
grungy,
it.
Gothic kind of font we got there, do you think?
Yeah, the font matches that's in the book.
Oh, really?
So
I thought you were going to say match my dress then.
No. So everything goes together. I like things to match.
Right.
So it has been slightly enhanced, to be able to stencil it.
Yeah.
But it does match everything that's in the book as well.
So you've got this section right there, and then you've got... we're getting there, we're fixing the... There we are. So we've got this section, and you've got that.
Yes.
So it's this and that, £9.99. That's inspiring. That's beautiful.
Lovely, aren't they?
There we go. It's a 287483. Again, £9.99. Gorgeous selection. So then, we've got the owl and the fan.
The owl.
Are you a fan?
Of course.
Of owls?
Of course.
Oh, there we go. They're on trend, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're on trend, aren't they?
They're on trend, yeah.
So we're being silly, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
But so we got this is one stencil. As you copy the stencil, that's the impression you got.
Yeah. There's so much more you can do with this one now.
Isn't that nice? And there's the fan.
Same with that one. It's upside down.
There we are.
You see, with the fan there, I've actually cut it out and built it up, so you can do a lot more with it than just stencil out the fan.
Isn't that nice? So you can change the time of the clock.
Yes, I didn't want to put a time in there because it might be something that's...
What's the best one? What's the best time? I don't know, actually. 5 o'clock today would be quite good. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
Don't waste your life.
Or midnight, have a nice sleep.
You could,
Do you know what? No, don't waste your life. But again, or it could be when your son or daughter was born. if it's for your scrapbook page.
Yep.
Do you know, it could be the time you proposed to your wife, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
What are the important times are? It could be when you passed your exam, couldn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It could be how many times it took to pass your exam. But the idea's there, but for £9.99, 788243. And we've got the, the owls.
Yeah.
So then, details on the side of your screen for this. Don't forget, you can shop on our website, hochanda.com. So there we go, always go on our website. We do accept PayPal now as well. Nice secure way to check out. We'd love it. Nice bit of PayPal. Now, this selection now, this is big.
Yes, this is big. This came out on Boxing Day. And I wanted to give you something, it's like a little present, isn't it? After sort of effect. And certainly after being here for 12 months, I wanted to say thank you.
Oh, right.
So you've got a kit.
Thank you very much, that's beautiful.
That includes the book with
so
all the images in there, yeah.
So we've got this book here. Beautiful.
Doodling in as well, making different things. That's there.
So you got 2 designs. That's beautiful. If I just find one for you actually right here. So you got 4 designs. There we go. They confused me backstage now again. You know, they said 2 designs then, didn't they? But do you know what? They got it wrong. Yeah. It's actually 4. There we go. So you got all of these options basically. This is all big one bundle. So 10 designs, 4 of each. Now if I pick one, right here we got 2 of the patterns, 2 plain. So if we go there, I just realised I've dropped quite a few of your notes. Sorry,
it's
Sandra.
okay, don't worry about it.
But anyway, so you got all of these. There we go. So for the owl, for example, when we say they're repeated, some are with the with writing there, as sentiments, and they've got another plain one right there. So there we are. This is the book, £24.99. We also get all of these stencils too. So what kind of styles have we got with the stencils?
The stencils all go based around the background of the images that I've used. So all that detail that's in there, I've picked little bits out.
Yeah.
And then created stencils, so you can do backgrounds.
So what about texture paste and so on?
Oh yeah, you can put texture paste through them if you like. It's they're all made from 350 micron mylar, so it's really heavy, really thick stuff. So you can put anything through there.
So embossing folders and so on?
Absolutely, yeah. They emboss beautifully.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Do anything you like with those, they're great.
I have got the MDF shapes as well.
You do, yeah, you've got some MDF shapes.
Now, these, do you know what, actually, I'm going to hold one of these up, actually. Do you know what, I do love a bit of medium density fibreboard. And, do you know what, I like to show off that.
That would be a mark on a GCSE.
It is. I don't call it PVA, I call it polyvinyl acid.
Absolutely, yeah, there we go. If you can smell it, it's too long.
Oh, we're going to have some good jargon this out, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Let's speak technical. So there we go. Now, so this has been etched, obviously later cut, but has it been etched out?
It's been engraved as well. So
amazing.
If you were to emboss that, which we can do it later, you'll still get the image or the pattern of that butterfly and that clock coming through.
Oh, lovely.
You just
so
get
you got
some
hands
beautiful effects.
These are beautiful. Yeah. Do you know, I don't actually think, I'm sure it exists, but I haven't actually seen MDF and cut out like this, in this kind of embellishment manner, where it's been etched as well.
It's
I
different.
do think I have.
It is, yes. I do like to push the boundaries.
You do? That's really cool.
If that's what I want to see the clock shape on there.
You want to feel the detail, don't you?
I want to see the detail, absolutely.
So there we go. And again, in the book, you are also getting all of those designs. But again, it's full stencil. That book, £24.99, and the 48 embellishments. There's a mixture we got there. Cogs, we've got keys as well, but floral designs, lots to choose from once you get the whole bundle home. 445380. Now, quickest way you can order it is on our website, hochanda.com. Any questions, give our call centre ring. It's 01733 60 2000. But this is our website right here. Now, you see some items we literally just recapped. So again, we've got the A4 book, 48 sheets we got on the side of that book there. £14.99 for the book. Now for this, we have got the Colour Craft and Journal Words background stencil set, £9.99, and then we've also got the 2 stencils there. So we've got the fan stencil and the owl for £9.99 right there. And again, these emboss well. You can use these for your texture paste, for your stencils, for your inks. Absolutely wonderful. Well then, again, any questions? Please do email us at studio@hochanda.com. So then, Sandra, where do we pick? Where do we start for something like this? It's amazing.
Every time I set a demonstration up, I do think about this quite a lot and think, well, how am I going to do this? What do I want to show everybody? I am going to do a little bit of colouring, but as you can imagine, they do take a little bit longer than 10 minutes, so I'm going to do a little bit, but then I want to show you how you take it out of the book and how you do something with it.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I'm intrigued.
All right, so I've cut the hat out. I've made a start.
Yeah.
I've tried to make them as simple as possible for cutting round. Some of my past ones are quite intricate. This was pretty good. You don't have to cut these extra little bits out if you don't want to, but it's pretty straightforward to do.
Right.
So just to finish off, I've got my 3 colours. Now my colours I have actually written down in the book with the pictures at the front of on the gallery, all the different colour pens I've used.
Oh, that's
They all
right.
relate to Illustrator pens.
So you can reference them easily, can't you?
Absolutely,
Spectrum
yeah.
Illustrator, aren't they?
They are, yes. So if you go to
go on,
the
let's have a
front,
look.
if you go to the front of the book,
That's really cool.
and you wanted a particular green, if you look at the hat,
Right.
which is great, the hat, I've actually told you which colours I've used to colour that hat in.
That's a really good idea.
And I've always started with the lightest colour first, and then I've gone to the darkest colour for
You know
you.
what? That is just magnificent, really. isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it? That eye is just lovely.
So I don't know, your inspiration, your mind is
Yeah,
incredible.
oh,
That's
well,
very talented.
My husband doesn't always say my mind's incredible. He thinks it's a bit weird, but there we go.
It's brilliant. I love that.
So yeah, so if I start, I'm going to use the brushes. I always start with a light colour, a mid colour, and a darker tone.
Okay.
So my lightest, this one's pretty easy. I've got a YG1, a 2, and a 3. So if I start with my 1, all I'm going to do is, let's use the brush for that. I'm going to go over the whole leaf. I'm going to go over 2. In with that medium colour, slightly behind there, so it's going to be a bit darker in there. Back with the lighter colour, you see where that line's forming, where it needs to blend. I'm just going to help it out and smooth it round. In with that darker colour, just add a touch of dark where you think it's going to shadow. If you're not sure where the shadows are, think about where your dust lies.
Right,
And where
okay.
that settles in the corners.
Yes,
and
yes.
Yeah, the hidden parts.
Which bit's going to be hidden? Where's the shadows going to be?
That's right. So a little bit of shading. If you're not sure as well, stick it to one side and keep it to that side. Then it'll look like it's in shadow. So there we go. Then back in with that mid colour. Just under there. Bit there. Just going to help it out with that lighter one. And then in with that darker one. There we go. Okay.
That's just one sheet of 44, really. That's
right,
one
yeah.
page from the book.
One page.
I've got your glossy accents on there, sparkle
I have,
pens.
yeah. I have put some extras on because obviously with time. So yeah, I've used some Nouveau drops and I've used, like say, glossy accents, a little bit of glitter, just to sort of bring it out.
Yeah, yeah.
So putting that to one side, I've got a board here that's prepared. I've started to stencil round. So you can see that I've used, she says there's so many to choose from, I've used this one, which I'll put a little bit more on. This is great for just adding extra little bits of detail in the corners, around the edge. It looks great as a background, and if you emboss with this one, it's just beautiful. So I just want a little bit of darker up in that corner.
Oh, by the way, that steampunk collection, details bottom of the screen. Wow, already 20% of the stock has gone. It's £24.99. That's 4 stencils. It's a book full of illustrations and a 48-piece MDF set. Details bottom of the screen right there. And it's an A5 book with that time. So we'll go through the images later on in the show. So £24.99 is for all of this right there. But 20%'s gone. Just gone 15 minutes into the show. Not even 9 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday.
It's really nice with all those MDF shapes. You can mix and match and do what you like with them. So,
Now, I do like the stencil. The writing's brilliant.
Yeah.
The font, I mean.
Now with this one, the last one I was swilling, and this one sort of, I'm gonna just sort of pounce around on it a little bit because I don't want to. I want to make sure I get into everywhere. There we go, look. And you can use all of it. You can just pick words out. I've given you space around them. There we are. Look. Let's have a look. Shall we have the word different up here? Let's put different. They all match the sentiments in the book, so everything's going to go together.
The difference got the smile.
Yeah, go on, let's put that in as well.
Okay, sometimes it's just one word that sets off a project, isn't it?
It's lovely,
so
isn't it?
Almost less is more.
I think the beauty about these, you can mix and match everything. It's because they've all been drawn in the same way.
Right.
So, say we wanted to put one of these roses in here. When we're about to, you know, putting too much definition in there, I just want a bit of a background. Look, it starts to sort of add a bit of layers there. And again, if I wanted to put some paste through this, perhaps some crackle paste, things like that, and then leave it, you're going to start to get
paste,
to get dimension. I've actually used crackle paste in my A4 book.
Oh, right.
And let it dry. It's fine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Let's put one down here and then we'll move on.
And this is the fan stencil.
It is, yeah. So I could even
Comes with the owl.
Put the clock on there if I want, or just use the owl wings or whatever I want to do. But you can see it starts to build up. Okay. So if I just move those out of the way for a minute. Moving on then, she says. I've got loads of bits. They're all over the place. Look, I've made a mess already. Here we go. So putting this together, a bit of tape on this. I've got another board. I like it to stand up a little bit, so you know it's sort of life and soul of the party. Let's put some tape on there.
This is quick.
I like
adhesive.
tape. Yeah, it's great. There we go. Which side we put it? Let's go this side.
It's a little bit of a shabby chic kind of a look, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to save little bits of paper. These are not necessarily out the same pack, but you've got similar colours. The fact that that's lettering, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, bit of foam. I didn't want to put foam on the back of this as I was colouring it because it obviously affects the bit underneath. So there we go, a bit of foam on there.
And that main image we're using right now, that's from the main big book on the show. It's the A4 book. That's 44 sheets. So it's like the steampunk chap with the hat. And that's just one page, isn't it?
It is. This hat's just lovely as well. I'm going to give it a bit of a feather.
Lovely.
Let's put him that way. Let's stick that over. Look. Into there. So at the minute, all I've done is I've coloured in. I've used the stencils to create a bit of background on some paper. So then it's a sentiment. Now the sentiment, again, I took out of the A4 book. I've die cut it from the back of it, and again I've just mounted it up with the same paper.
Right.
Bit of foam pads.
Oh, nice.
Just love it when the back doesn't come off. There we go. Alright, into there.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
And of course, at the back of the book, we'll go through that shortly. Actually, you've got a few pages of just sentiments, wording, haven't we?
That's right. Yes. I mean, and this is where that's fun, but this is where the fun starts.
It's fun,
for
isn't
me.
it? Yeah. Where's the finishing touches?
Because we've got things like the cogs to add on. I wanted to show you how we emboss a butterfly. Do you want to have a go?
Go on then.
Go on then. Right. Okay.
So I've got 2 pages of sentiments at the back of the book. We'll go through that in a few moments' time. Oh, go on then. Let's have a look.
Go on then. Right. Okay. So all we're going to do.
So these MDF shapes, details on the bottom of the screen. No, it's not. Details side of your screen. So it's 46 MDF embellishments, £24.99. There it is.
Okay.
So go on.
So what you're going to do?
I'm doing
going to
this.
let you do it. You can do it, yeah. So just be gentle with it, and if you actually press it into the pad.
Okay.
So put pad on put the pad on there.
So am I going for all of it,
yeah,
or just the top bit?
Press it in. Just that's it. Just be gentle with him.
Okay.
Oh, it's all right. Okay.
Okay.
And then all we're going to do, if you put him on the paper.
Right.
We've decided it's a him.
Okay.
Over the top. If you I missed a bit.
Right.
We shake that off.
Shake that off. Right. Okay. There we are. There we go.
There we go. If I move that bit.
Okay. And then I'm going to... Shall I put it on the mat? There we go.
Yes. Hang on. There we are. Yeah, use my pin. Go on, I got it.
There we are. And then it slowly catches, doesn't it?
It does. Go on, be brave. Go a bit closer.
Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, beautiful. It suddenly takes, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you're still getting...
Is your finger all right?
No,
If I go
you're
over
fine.
too close, are you sure?
You're fine, yeah.
I feel like I should do my thing. I'll sacrifice my own thing.
No, it's all right.
Let's do this away from fingers, obviously. It's very hot.
You can see you're still getting all that detail from that engraving there. It's still coming
How
through.
do you know when it's done?
Right, we're almost there. Just do that that corner a little bit. There you go.
You can still see it sort of twinkling and melting, can't you? So I guess when you see that start...
That's it. I think we're about done.
Right. Lovely.
So there you go.
Do you know what? You can still see the detail.
That's it, and that's what I
from
wanted.
the MDF.
Because you can fill it with all sorts of things. You can add gems in there. You can use your Nouveau drops if you want in
That's
there.
absolutely beautiful.
It's still going to give you that detail that
And
you
we're not
want.
talking about the detail on the outside, we're talking about the detail that's been engraved in,
Yeah.
which is really
It's
impressive.
lovely, isn't it?
Isn't that beautiful? Shall I hold this up? There we go, so we can
Yeah,
see.
you hold that up and I'll put this away.
There we go. So you see the details actually in the wings. We're not talking about the exterior detail there. It's actually not only been laser cut, but it's been etched in as well, which is really incredible.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Well, thanks for that. That was a journey.
yeah, you enjoyed that. That was good. It's just amazing to watch it to see how it works.
It's been nice, yeah.
But so that's what I've just used Nouveau on some of these as well. So if we use a little bit of Nouveau and just let it dry, I'll do it on there rather than on there. So this is, as she says, it's easy as you can get it if you can get it to come out. Let's try that one. There we go.
It's a lovely, it's a bright colour, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It takes about 20 minutes, 30 minutes just to dry fully because we're putting quite a lot on. Oh, excuse me. Oh, dear.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we're going to go over, can't we?
Yeah. There we go. So if we just leave that one side to dry. Luckily, I've done some before.
Oh, nice, okay.
There we go.
We'd like a tissue of some variety.
It's all right, done.
I haven't got
Done.
one.
Got one in my pocket. I'll sort it in a minute.
Right.
So, flowers as well. I showed you flowers. The flowers come from the stencil out of the little kit. She says, thinking, where have I put it? No, oh, it's there, look. Okay. And all I've done with this to create those flowers is a little bit of ink.
Oh, let's have a look.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
So I just ink up 3 of them. Cut them out, so you've got 3 little shapes like that. 1, 2, she says, should have 3. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
No, we're looking good. We're looking
No?
good.
Okay, well, we should have 3. And then in the pack as well, you've got a piece of foam that comes in your pack.
Oh, really?
So if I put my flowers on there,
Oh, nice.
and I use a little bore tool,
Yeah.
just give it a bit of a roll on that pad from the inside. Turn them round. Little bit of glue. You only need a tiny bit. It's only got to hold a bit of paper, she says.
As you go fine tip applicator glue helps, doesn't it?
There you go. Bit of glue.
I mean, how do you know when to stop embellishing? How do you know when enough's enough?
I think
Are
you
you
know.
looking for like a little balance? There's a bit of experience
Yeah,
there, I think,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
everything that you do is dressing this image.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the main focal point.
Right, okay.
So whatever you do, you don't want to sort of overdo that,
Right.
but you want to draw the eye in and you want everybody to look at that, but see everything around it as part of it.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So using the cogs and the ferns and the flowers, it just adds to it. It just gives it a little bit more interest. I always like a picture that you can look at and you see more than each time. You see a little
I
bit
think
more.
so. You observe something else, don't you?
That's right.
There's so much to study.
That's right. And doing this gives you that little bit of extra. It ties it all together because I've used the same colour paper here in the background. It all comes together. So a little bit of glue on there. It's got to, you know, it's got to be real to the eye, hasn't it? So you're wanting to create something that... There we go, stay. Okay. Even with the, you know, the die-cut cogs and things like that.
Yes.
Anything you've got in your crafty stash can come into play. It just adds a little bit more definition to the background. You notice with those I've kept it quite a plain colour as well. I don't want it to be too... So there you go, it sits in the back. And then come your cogs. And this is starting to build layers.
Yeah, yeah.
So rather than it just be two-dimensional, it's starting to build. That's what we go.
You've got 46 embellishments that come with the A5 journal and the 4 stencils. £24.99. 445380.
They're just lovely. There's so much you can do with them.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
And they're brilliant for jewellery as well.
It's definitely very much a mixed media piece we've got here.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's such a big thing now. I'm really, really getting into mixed media. I'm loving it.
You are?
I am, yes.
So where do you start with illustrations then? Is it a paper and a pencil?
Yes.
That's initial doodle
Always,
start. So you're sort of doodling?
Yes. I might be doodling. I don't sort of sit down and say, right, I'm going to draw a picture now.
Yeah.
I sit down and I do start to sort of...
You just see what comes out, basically?
Yeah, see what comes out. That sounds really contrived, doesn't it? It's not like that at all. It might be that I've had ideas in a sketch pad that I go to and I look at. You've seen my sketch pad before, so...
Yeah, I have,
all the different bits and pieces in there.
Oh, I have, yeah, lovely.
So I might start from there, or I might think, do you know what, I want to do something. I might have seen something, you know, it might have been... It's been snowing over the weekend and you see everybody in their coats and their hats.
Yeah.
You think, oh, I feel like I need to draw something hat-wise, and then hats come out, and it's just amazing how things go.
It's nice, isn't it?
I never really plan. I don't say, right, I'm going to draw
a
steampunk picture today. It's this tends to be what comes out.
It's where inspiration hits, isn't it?
It is, yes. But, yeah, always starts with a pencil. It's one of the cheapest pencils you could probably find, if I'm honest. Just a really, really...
Oh, right, and that's it? That's your drawing one?
That's it.
Oh, right,
and then when I'm happy with
that,
it, I'll go over it with a micron black pen.
Oh, right.
Which butterfly are we going to use? Shall we use your butterfly?
Oh, God, then,
Let's do it. There you go.
Beautiful embellishments. That's just PVA, is it?
This is PVA, yeah, because MDF, and we know that PVA is a mixture in MDF. So there's a teacher coming out now.
It is, isn't it? Well, I do love a bit of polyvinyl acetate.
I'm going to put this one on. We know it needs to dry, but yeah, it'll work. Last one. So we don't want to, let's say, overdo it. Okay, that needs to dry though. So there you go. So I think that's probably enough. I've got extra bits. I don't particularly need them, but I think that's probably lovely. Enough, isn't it?
That's absorbing watching that. It's lovely watching it come from start to finish. That's the whole journey.
It is. I think that's the most difficult thing is you've coloured them in the book. And taking them out.
What do you do with them then? Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit scary just taking it out, isn't it? And then what do I do? You don't want to spoil it, but it's actually enhanced that image.
Do this.
Absolutely.
That could be that could be a big cover for a photo album, couldn't it?
It could, absolutely. I mean, you could always hole punch it, and when you've done them all, put them back together.
And big wings, big bind them up. You could, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, shall I do a quick recap then?
You can do, yeah, and I'll tidy up a little bit.
I'll be right back. Thanks, Sandra. That's looking good. Don't forget, we have got the owl and the fan stencils on the show. So if you'd like to go for these ones, £9.99 for these two, and that's 788243. Beautiful selection there. Don't forget, we've also got we've got 2 different art journal books on the show, A5 and an A4. But just briefly, we have got the gorgeous stencils here. Now, this is the words, and it's basically that background stencil. So it's a £9.99. We've used a lot of the words in that last demonstration there. Now, so 287483, and again, £9.99 for these 2 stencils. Lovely price there. You can emboss with these, actually. If you want to dress them up, if you want to ink through them, then you can do, why not? Now, we are approaching 20% of the stock here has gone. So do be fast with this. This is only the first show of the day. It's just gone 8:30, so it'll go and get busier and busier, I think, of this. That's what I would imagine. But now, let's recap some other items we got. So Son's getting ready for more demonstrations with the beautiful illustrations, but a lot of the illustrations are actually captured inside this book right there. So that's an A5 book. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, let's have a look at this. If I just reach forward for this, this is absolutely beautiful. And then, if I just show the actual designs that we got right there. So, firstly, you've got 2 pages of inspirations. There we are. So that means you can just hit the ground running. And if you're using the Spectrum Noir Illustrator pen, do you know how they're named and numbered on the actual tips of the pens? Well, you've actually got the numbers written there. So, for example, if you like the skull, it's IG2, that's what you look for, and so on. If you're looking for the hat and centre hat box, it's AB1 and VB1, you get the idea. So, if you want to use that, copy that exactly for your own use, then of course you can do, but that's how we can learn, that's how we can educate ourselves, by using this beautiful, beautiful imagery. And there we go. If you want to do some Zen doodle, you can do with that, beautiful. But this is all possible. So, all of these designs, all of these included one book. We've got owls in there, you've got butterflies, we've got various different sentiments. But speaking of sentiments, actually, I said owls, I said butterflies, I meant owls, sorry. But if at the back, if I go right at the back, are you ready? You've got more inspiration right at the back right there. So there we go. If you'd like to go for this, it's one book with the 4 stencils, but let's see what you can create with this at home. So again, if you want to use it, leave it into the book. This could be for your own personal use that no one ever sees. If you need to colour in, maybe use this as your little practicing guide, but this is hand-drawn illustrations by Simon, so they're all hand-drawn images. For me, it just makes it so impressive. It's nice to have at the back of your mind when using it with those. So there we go. If you'd like to go for these, we got, oh, there we are, they're the butterflies, lovely. And again, if you want to cut out the butterflies, you've got that. But if you like big boots, steampunk kind of effect, skulls, owls, hats, who knows? And if you're liking some of these embellishments, well, they do come as part of this bundle. So it's the A5 book, you've got the 4 stencils and the 46 MDF embellishments. So these have clearly been laser cut, but if I show you this clock face right there, again, it has been laser cut, but you've got detail that's been etched in. So you've even got the Roman numerals. How good is that? So if you gesso this up in a fine paint or something like that, and then if you've got gilding wax, you can just brush over the top ever so lightly or dry brush it. It's going to highlight that fine, fine detail. And again, you've got that for the butterflies, which you've got right there. Different sizes we got. We've got keys, can be symbolic as well. New start to life, perhaps. We've got cogs. You've got little floral embellishments too as well. So there we go. All of these have come together. 46 MDF embellishments, 4 stencils with that A5 book. And it's £24.99. Hand-drawn images, £24.99. 445 380. Quote the item number, give our call centre a ring. They're up bright and early like we were this morning. It's 01733 60 2000, or you can shop for this on our website, hochanda.com, which is right here. Very easy to navigate your way around. As soon as you go through your website, you look on, you go to hochanda.com, you see us streaming in HD. If you go down, you'll see these items. So that was the A5 book on its own. We've also got other items. You can have a quick look at some of these. These are the same designs, illustrations, but in A4. So again, 44 sheets, £44.99. Now, there's lots of illustrations there, so we're going to have a good look through these illustrations, which again are hand-drawn by Sandra. So very excited with this. So then, any questions for Sandra, please do email us. It's studio@hochanda.com. So Sandra, go on then, wow, what's the first thing we look at?
Right, when you open, this is my work in progress book, so this is, it might have a few bits missing in places, but that's okay.
Right.
So when you first open it, you've got a bit of a gallery here showing you, not all the images, the rest are at the back, and it tells you, as you've said, all the pens that I've used. But it also talks about the book.
Right.
The fact that it's not just about colouring, it's about taking them out. But it's also, I'm giving you that chance now to doodle.
Oh, right,
I was always told off when I was a teacher, and I used to sit in meetings, I used to doodle a lot. And head teachers like, stop doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not going to, because it keeps me in the room, it keeps me focused.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had so much pleasure from doing that kind of artwork that I want to share with other people. So what I have done, and this is, I've taken mine out because I like to use them as I'm going.
Okay.
Is you've got 2 pages. One of them is about you getting started.
Right.
So this is about how to sort of approach a blank image
So
to
I
play
add
with.
detail, or a blank space, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a bit scary sometimes when you've got a white space, you don't know what to do. So I've given you some pointers. I've given you some very, very simple doodles to try, and little boxes. I've been playing myself out to try and have a go at. So I've started with basic circles.
Yeah, yeah.
Some lines. So I've gone lines horizontally and then vertically. And here I've done the same thing, but I've just changed it about a bit. So I've just developed slightly.
Yeah, yeah.
Same with this one, and I've just changed it a little bit. So it's all about practicing. The moving on page, it gives you some blank little boxes that if you're not sure, you know, what you want to do, have a look through the book, look at the patterns I've used, and just have a little practice.
It's been inspired from your detail.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've picked little bits that I quite like. This pattern in particular is one I use quite a lot, and it feels nice.
Okay.
So if I...
Got some micron pen.
Yeah, I've just a micro pen. You can use any fine liner. Fine liners are probably better because they don't stop and start like other pens do. You know, it's quite nice to work with. So it's almost like doing a figure like that.
Oh, I see.
And just work from one to the other. And you can turn the corner with it if you want to. You can get smaller or bigger. But it's just a really nice pattern to try. I mean, you can then go in and add little details if you want. And that'll fill a space up.
So don't be overwhelmed by the space room.
No, no, just try things. I mean, you can see I've not used the whole box to do one pattern.
Yeah, yeah.
I've just used, you know, and done as much as I want to. So like my circles in my original sheets, I've done them as little flowers this time. Whereas my little... yeah.
That's interesting. Do you use rulers for that?
No. Well, they're not perfectly straight.
That's amazing.
Yeah, if I show you this one.
Oh, yeah.
So this one, I'll do it at an angle so you can see. So it's 3 that way. And then 3
You
that
always
way.
divide it into sections, like bite-sized pieces.
Yeah, 3 that way. And 3 that way.
Right, okay.
And that's how it sort of builds. It doesn't matter if they're not all perfectly the same or if they're not straight. That's the beauty of it being hand-drawn. It's something a bit different.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can then go a little step further like I did, and I've missed the one out in the middle. And it almost looks like
Is that how you
something.
did this one? Okay.
Yeah. And then when you come to the next one, you're going to do
Do
this.
you find this quite relaxing?
Love it. Absolutely love it. And you can see there, I'm just
Oh,
going
yeah, I like that one. Oh, yeah, that's my favourite one.
You see how it sort of
It's
forms?
like a wicker basket, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's, you know, it works really quickly, and once you've got the idea, then you can go in and you can add extra little details if you want to. And that's how it starts to build. It certainly doesn't feel hard work anymore, does it? So those are to help.
I like it.
Yeah? Right, this I say it's work in progress. I've used pencils.
This is all
over
in the book,
this.
then, basically?
Yeah, this is in the books. This is my first page. And I've just used a little dotty pen. And I've used, I've used for this, those ones. My colour tint.
Oh, there's Becton Noir. Oh,
yeah.
the colour tint ones.
Yeah, I just added a bit in. I have added a touch of water.
So they're graphite pencils. So it's...
Yeah, as you can see, I wouldn't overdo the water because it's for alcohol markers.
Right.
But, you know, adding a touch of it in has just brought those colours out.
Right, right.
So that's as a work in progress, whether I'll cut it out or what, I'm not sure yet.
Well, who knows, yeah.
Same with that one. I think the other one original I've took out. So let's find one. Let's look at... butterfly.
My word, look.
See, it's work in progress.
Crackle paste?
It's crackle paste, yeah. If you look, you know, it's took it really well, and I've inked all over it, and I've been playing. See, look at this pattern here I've started. It's that funny little wavy line that I was just working on.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I continue that straight through, I can just keep going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I work on one that's, let's find a blank one. So look at this one, and let's look at the patterns. This is why I've took these out the book, so I can bring them with me, and I can look at these whilst I'm working on a book there.
Yeah.
So let's look at, I don't know, let's choose this pattern. This pattern is the same one as this basic one here. It's like little beads almost, little squish beads. So I can actually go round there.
So if you just break it into sections...
Yeah, just little bits at a time.
It's not a huge, overwhelming canvas thing.
No. With this one, rather than draw the hands, you could use the stencils because the hands are already in the stencils.
Right, of course.
So you don't need to worry about drawing
slight
those.
repetitive nature, which I think would make it quite relaxing if I did this. It'd be lovely.
You do get lost and the time goes. And well, there you go. You know, that's just one way of putting detail. If you want it, you could leave it as it is if you want. And colour it so it's just a blank. You can use your stencils to stencil in it to create patterns. So everyone quiet now.
I'm involved with watching you. Just love it. Oh, by the way, if you would like the big bundle, we've got a huge bundle for you. We've been busy this hour. Whilst we've been watching and absorbed, you've been buying lots. If you would like to go for this bundle, £24.99. Now then, over half of the stock has gone. This is the first show of the day we brought this to you, and that's 445380. What we're getting, if you like the artwork we're looking at now, imagine that, but it's not A4 but A5 book this time, and that's 4 stencils and 46 MDF embellishments. They're laser cut, and a couple of them are actually etched in as well. So it's very, very exciting detail we got there, and £24.99. So 10 designs, 4 of each, it is included inside that book. So there you go. Lovely selection. Any questions? Please do email us at studio@hochanda.com. But over half the stock has gone. So will we be here later? It's touch and go. Touch and go, as they say.
Yeah. So I've just split up this section around the outside, and you know we looked at this one.
Oh yes.
So I'm just drawing this one now. So I've got it into little squares. I'm just drawing a square on the inside.
Uh-huh.
And then if I draw lines that go to the edge. And it creates that pattern. So you can see how it suddenly, it's not so blank anymore, but you've done the work in it.
It just looks like you can pick it up now. It's weird. It's a very clever 3D kind of effect, that, actually.
It's nice, isn't it? It depends on how you colour it, which side you shade it, you can get even more 3 dimensions from it. But it's you having I'm having the fun because I do this, but you know, leaving it blank was quite hard for me.
Yeah.
But I want you to have, you know, that enjoyment as well. So you're not just colouring something in anymore. You're actually creating it. There's a bit of structure there to help you. Yeah. But you're creating it. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Put some numbers in. So we have numbers in this one or this one?
Oh, I don't know. I can't make decisions. Oh, the outer one.
The outer one. So let's go with that.
I know what I want.
You can imagine doing this with your brush pens and things. Let's put 6 there. 3 there, 9 there. Wouldn't see that one.
That's nice.
Just see that one there, look. Number 9.
9 there.
Let's come around a bit more. So then you'd have...
Just settles it all in there. I like we can just... You can sort of add... You're adding to the drawing now, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, you know, even if you did it in pencil first and then went in with the pen...
Then you look at the fan, what would you do there? What sort of style would you do there?
Well, let's sort of think simplistic-ish and let's follow the pattern. So let's draw inside. So we've got that kind of shape, yeah? And then looking at the sheet I've got, what about these triangles?
Oh, yeah.
So if we put some triangles in, so I'll start there and go along there, and along there, and there, and there. And then my lines go that way on that one. So it'll be the same on that one.
You can make each one different if you want to, couldn't you?
Absolutely. But then if I then turn it round and do that way. And that way.
Again, you can just, if you don't use any colour, you could do this on a tray. Board, you know, and if you just got the pen, just one of these might come pens, and just go through. You could go through the book doing that, then you could go through the book again with some colour.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you don't want to use a lot of colour, do what I've done with the one I showed you, just a little bit of pencil just to highlight some colour.
Just to highlight it, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Or use a coloured micron pen.
Yeah, yeah.
Which would go quite nice. There we go. When it gets too small to do, just the lines get smaller.
Yeah.
There we go. So I could do that on all of them, or I could do it on every other one.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I could, you know, mix and match and do what I wanted with it. I would probably do the same all the way around with that one.
Isn't that nice? Well, you know what, we've got lots more to go through, I know we have, but so many illustrations. We can spend hours looking through that. Shall I do a quick recap?
Do a recap,
Is that a good time?
Absolutely.
I'll be right back, because I want to let you know, if you'd like to buy this, you can do. It's £14.99. We've got all this hand-drawn illustrations by Sandra, who's live here in the studio. It's at 921672. That's 44 sheets, so 10 designs, 4 of each. You've got a couple of pages full of sentiments and a couple of pages at the front with some ideas, really. So they took the images, what Sandra's done, she coloured them in and let you know which colour she's used too. That's £24.99. Then this one here is at £9.99. So you've got your journal words and the background stencil set, and that's 287483. So beautiful selection there. But they're just so useful. If you're using these for your texture paste or your crackle mediums on your canvases, why not? And I think it's quite a little grungy font, actually. If you want those words in a grungy font, then maybe think of that one. Now then, let's recap this. This is a big, big bundle for you. My word, we're approaching 2/3 of the stock now gone. And will it last the hour? We've got about less than 10 minutes to go. It's touch and go, but 2/3 of the stock's gone. So then, if you'd like to go for this one, I will get it this hour anyway, because Sandra is back later on, but will this be around? I doubt it at this rate. Well then, if you like this book we've just been through, you can have those designs scaled down into A5, so that's a bit more manageable for you. And then we've got these 4 stencils we're looking at right here. So again, for your backgrounds, little bit grungy, little bit of splats there, kind of like a little woven Aztec kind of feel to this one there. Something a little bit floral, something going into Easter time, but they all offer something completely different. They're not quite similar, they're all completely different designs, aren't they? But then we look at these embellishments. So these are all MDF. You've got butterflies there, gorgeous. You know, you've got clock faces. We've got cogs, which are just right there. Gorgeous. And then you've got little floral embellishments too. So again, if you're looking at this for your steampunk, absolutely ideal. If you want something to jump out of the page, if you want to give a sense of dimension, perspective in your work, then maybe start off with mixed media. This selection, this could be the start of your mixed media journey. Well, it's £24.99. That's 445380. So there we go. Pop that into your basket. 2/3 of the stock's gone. £24.99. Highly surprising. It's a lot for me. It's good value for money, that. Now, the next item we've got for you, we've got the Owl and the Fan stencils. So it's £9.99. Now, the item number here is 788243, the Owl and the Fans. Gorgeous. So I'll put that into your basket. We've got more stencils on the website there, so you can always see those. Oh, but just briefly, we've actually been looking and flicking through the A4 pad. So £14.99 is the price for this pad right there. 44 sheets, 10 designs, 4 of each, and that's 921. 672, so that's 921672. You can see that a lot more on our website, hochanda.com. So then, Sandra, now have you got to this stage?
Oh, right, OK, this is out of the A5 book.
Right.
And rather than doodling over it or colouring it in as it is, I've just...
One of the dot pens?
Used one of the dot pens.
I know, brilliant.
Yeah, and just, you know, gone a bit stronger in where I want the shade and things, but it's lovely. I'm a little bit addicted to it at the minute. It's great.
You've used that a few times in examples.
Yes, I know. It's one of those. I used to do it without the pen. I used to do it by hand.
Really?
Yeah, very therapeutic, but takes ages. But
How long is that? If you're doing that by hand?
Yeah, you'd take probably a couple of nights.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's more like half an hour with the...
Really? Is that
quick?
different?
Yeah. It's brilliant.
So, now with this, so, I mean, what's the next step? What should we be thinking about if you want to take it to another level?
Right,
In colour?
Yeah, you want to use this for a card. It's great for an A5 card. I've trimmed it down slightly, and I've just inked a little bit around the edge, a bit of colour, and then I'm going to go on with the stencil. Right. I say it is, once you've coloured it in, it is a pretty quick card, this one. So all I'm going to do, because I've got a green background mount ready for the card, I'm just going to add a touch of green in. So just where I've got the darker areas, and again, I could go in and put a touch of water on this if I want to. but I don't want to overdo it. I just want to give it a little bit of a hint. So if you think, oh, it's going to take ages colour something in, it depends what you do with it. It can take ages if you want it to, but it can take about an hour, if, you know, from start to finish to create the card. So just a hint of colour, nothing major. You see, and if you think, oh, I'm really not very good at colouring, I'm not really, I'm just
It's not
adding.
overpowered with colour, is it?
No, I'm just giving it a bit of a touch.
Just a little tint.
Just in place.
This is Spectrum Noir.
Yes,
it? This is
yeah.
It's like the graphite pencils. It's the colour tint. So it's tinted graphite pencils what we're using here.
Yeah, they're lovely. I say a little bit of water, the colour intensifies in them. But I'm not going to worry about that today, just a touch. So I'm not worried about blending or anything like that, because the dots are behind, they've done all the work for me. So I'm just adding a touch there. See, almost done. Touch there. So it might go in the metallic later, but so let's see how it looks. I think that's probably enough there. Yeah. So now, because I've used the green, I'm going to use this. I love this.
Now, what do you
stencil.
call this stencil here?
It's almost...
It comes with a big bundle, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. They're all background stencils, and I've taken them all from
like
my artwork
splat
somewhere.
series, aren't
It's
they?
a little bit like a splat, but it does so much more. It's just lovely.
Yeah.
And it works really well, you know, because I've already inked around. If I then go over the top with it, it just fits in any space. It's just lovely. I'm not going to overdo it there, but I want it a bit dark around there. So let's add a couple of colours in. And these stencils, again, you can go through with your pastes and things. It just brings it to life, doesn't it? Love it. It's my favourite today, anyway.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, you think you have to use a background paper. Not with stencils like this, and not with a little bit of ink. It's amazing what you can do.
Yeah.
It's just brought it to life a little
It does,
bit, hasn't
doesn't
it? Absolutely brilliant.
It's all
that
grounded
is.
it. That's really interesting.
It's just, yeah, because it doesn't have a particular image. It just fits in with everything.
Yeah.
Because I've used the green there, it's bringing out the green as well.
Right, of course.
So what I do with this one is a little bit of tape then on the back. Or I might actually use foam pads. I'm just let's bring it up a little bit. And in the middle.
Okay. By the way, 25% of the stock's gone for the book. So it's the A5 book individually, £10.99. So it's 598683, again £10.99. So we're flying for the stock of that one. What a handy little portable size.
It's lovely, isn't it? And you know, we do want to make cards with this.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely size to do that with. So there we go. Just add a tiny touch. Tiny little bit of bling in places, she says.
Nice.
Right, and then let's just put inside. There we go. I have. Let's just continue that little theme on the inside.
That's a really effective stencil, isn't it?
Oh, it's just beautiful. I love it.
We've been absorbed. So 2 minutes left on the show. Just to let you know. Don't forget. Oh, by the way, the bundle which contains these stencils, 2/3 of the stock gone there. £24.99. That's 445380.
Gosh.
So we've done a lot this hour.
We have.
Mixed Media Board. Do watch it back.
Yeah.
Well, you have. I've watched it. I've watched it in
No,
advice,
you've
haven't I?
embossed. You've embossed.
I did emboss, didn't I? Heat
You
embossed
did.
MDF butterfly.
Yes.
There we are.
So there we go. It's ready to stamp a sentiment as and when. A little bit on the inside. Quick card on the outside.
Isn't that nice?
So yeah, and I've not done that much colouring to it. I mean, I've had fun with that pen.
Yeah.
A touch of colour just to bring it out. And it's all done for me.
It's all done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there it is. And again, so easily achieve all this. If you can pick up the pencils and the pens, you have to do very little to use a lot of your illustrations to make them your own. Well, by the way, a quick recap for you actually. If you would like to go for this bundle, again, this is it. So £24.99. That's 445380. So 4 stencils, 46 pieces of MDF, all laser cut for you again, all ready to go. My word. Wow, I've just been told 80% of the stock's gone. Oh, maybe people are tuning in. That's coming up to 9 o'clock. Well then, it's the A5 book, 44 pages. That's 10 designs, 4 of each, and that's £24.99. So do be quick if you like that. If you like that book, but on A4, well, how about this for £14.99? Again, 10 designs, 4 of each. If you're wondering why it's 44 sheets, well, you get 2 sheets at the back with sentiments and 2 sheets at the front with some inspiration, how you might like to colour them. It's 921-672. So there we go. Any questions, give a call centre a ring. Well, we've seen lots of bundles. Thanks very much, Sandra. We'll see you later on today.
Absolutely.
It's flown by, hasn't it? We learned a lot there. Very inspired.
Yes,
we'll
good.
see you later on. We'll see you live here at Hochanda. It's the one day special. Lisa Horton coming your way after this. So an hour with creative expressions. Again, it's Lisa Horton with the one day special. And then we've got Colourist of Dart with Fiona Clayton and myself. If you like colouring in, that is absolutely sensational. We'll see you live after the break.
Hello, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for 17 years, nearly 18 years now. And what was my hobby became an obsession, much like most of the people who are watching at home. My obsession then led to me looking for products and trying to expand my knowledge base, which is where I couldn't find something. So I thought, right, it's time to do my own. So Sentimentally Yours is my brand of photopolymer and rubber stamps. And I also do coordinating paper pads and the Cosmic Shimmer product range that goes along with that. So hopefully, with the products that I bring to you, you can work the same way that I do and work in a coordinated way, which helps to achieve the best results that we can get as paper crafters. Really looking forward to seeing you all on Hochanda, so please join me for my shows where I can share some of my hints and tips with you.
Hi, I'm Lizzie and I'm really pleased to have been asked to join the family at Crafters Companion and subsequently join the family at Hochanda. So I've been stitching for, well in excess of 55 years. I know, how frightening is that? But you know, along that way, I've learned so many different things. I've learned shortcuts, I've been inspired, I've learned how to do different techniques and different designs and different styles. So many things. It's been an exciting time, and all during that time I've stitched and created. And I really can't wait to share this with you all at Hochanda. I would be very happy if you joined me on my shows on Hochanda and learn along with me.
Have a little chat this morning, weren't we?
Having a little chat this morning. It's lovely to have your company. Very excited. We did launch the one day special yesterday, Lisa, and it's just right up our street.
We had fun, didn't we? We
Lovely
did have
time.
fun. And I think today we could just carry on with that.
I
because
do.
There's so
I
much.
feel we're going to look at it as though we haven't slept or been interrupted and we're still here.
And we're just sitting in our front rooms with you, and we were having a little craft.
Have a little play. It's all all about different techniques, different things that you can do with the products, and we have got a real mix and match of different products. But the one-day special is Tim Holtz. It's the distress crayons, and these are cool because they're different. Now, half of the stock has gone, and the price is amazing. You're saving £20. Now, each pack, are they $14.99 each pack? Yes, I remember something. So, essentially, you're getting one of these for nothing, and then you're still getting a discount off the other. So, basically, you're only paying for 2 and a bit of these. And you've got your flex buy as well. So, for under £20 today, plus your postage if you're not an Hochanda Freedom member, you can get these delivered. Obviously, the month after, you know what you're paying. Now, it is already busy. Let me hold this up for you, because then you can see the different colour palettes that you're getting in here. See, the lovely thing about this, you do get a gorgeous colour collection.
Exactly.
And there's so much you can do with them, isn't there, Lise?
The thing is about these, the way we've done this is just to show you, they look, I want to say scribbled, because that is what they're all about. They're not about looking
because you can get the
smart
texture.
And clean. Exactly. They are texture. They are just such a versatile thing, you know. It's one, and it is, isn't it? You can use them with water. You can use them on their own. You can use them in conjunction with your paints. You can put them underneath your embossing powders. I mean, that really simple. That's metallic crayons. Yeah. And the background is the ODS crayons as well, so you've got a real mixture.
Laying those colours down. And I mean, with them you can have the colours so they're really vibrant. You can obviously water them back. There's so many different ways you can use it, and they do look different from the inks.
Now that has got pixies over the top as well,
so you
can start really playing with them, bringing all your other mediums as well. They're just useful products.
They're just cool, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And that, very, very simple. Very easy to do, but very cool.
Beautiful colour palette. Now, if you want to get hold of these, they're already busy this morning. In fact, if you want these, I would be quick, because I don't think they're going to last the day. Over half of the stock has already gone. We only launched come on, words. We only launched yesterday morning. That's 888-606. That's your item number. Now, if you'd love to go for these, please check your baskets out, but show us yours.
Oh, sure. Hang on.
Come on, Alice.
I'll get mine.
Because this is how you're storing them. Look, look, look.
Now, that's got all 24 of these. It's got the 3 metallics and the extra set of 6 that we've got in the show. They're all in there.
Fantastic.
I know, I know. Yes.
Brilliant way of storage. Obviously not just for your distress crayons.
No, I put my little mini distress inks in there as well if I'm going out with them or if I'm coming here with them. Great. Stack them up as well. Yeah. So it saves you space, and they look good as well.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They look tremendous. And they're brilliant if you want to get organised, but they're great for decorating.
Yes.
It's brilliant.
Alcohol inks on there as well.
Now, already really busy for your tin as well. 60% of the stock has gone with the tin. Only £10 to 99. We don't limit it to one per person. So if you do want to stock up on them and get everything sorted but make it look pretty, that's what's to do. That's what you can do. 6225. Nope. Here I go again. 622853. That's your item number. It is going to be one of them days. Now then, we've also got the gorgeous paints on the show. I'll give you some pictures and numbers for that. Now, if you do... Oh, no, am I showing you live?
Yeah.
Live, Leonie, live.
I was quiet then, but...
Thanks, Lise. You should just
like, do I go that way or do I go that way?
Now, the daubers, these are ace because they've got that nice little spongy top.
Yeah.
So it does mean the quick application.
Very quick.
And it's brilliant for your backgrounds, but they're great for techniques.
Do you know what
as
I'm
well,
going to do?
aren't
I'm
they?
going to show you those this morning because I think we haven't even touched on these.
Yeah.
But the good thing about these as well is you can prise the top off as well, and then you can use them as paint. It gives you the ability to clean the inside of your bits as well. So there's absolutely loads you can do with these. Again, in that distress palette.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use them as splats. Mix your colours up. Use them on your grey board, on your MDF. It's just One of them
They
again,
are.
isn't it?
And they're beautiful for coordinating the colours. I love these. Now, your first collection, that includes the white, which is really handy. So you've got your snow cap, you've got your rusty hinge, you've got a little bit of peel paint and your weathered wood. Only $12.99, so you're making a £5 saving. Obviously, you're going to recognise the colour palettes because that's the beautiful thing about the Distress range. The colour palette is the same, so everything matches. The middle collection that we've got, loving this one. In that one, you've got your vintage photo, you've got your sown lawn. Has it been sown or has it been mowed?
It's been mowed.
You've then got your fire
It's
brick.
a seed you sow. You don't sow your...
Well, you sow a lawn, don't you? Because you
sow
put your seeds
seeds.
down. Yeah, but you put your seeds down for your lawn.
Do you do a lot of gardening?
Yeah, I had an allotment. I had.
Oh.
It's a bit ago.
Really?
Yeah, I sowed me carrots. So you've got your sowed lawn. And then you've got your, what's your marmalade? Your spiced marmalade. No, £14.99 is your price. You're saving £5 there. That's 245053. That's your item number. Last but not least, you've got your pickled raspberry. You've also got a salty ocean. You've got a mustard seed. And you've got your spun sugar. And then another £5 saving, brand new today. 926275. That's your item number. What are you featured in with?
Dearie me.
What are you featured in with? What are you featured in with?
My bits in my pocket. I was exposing the wire.
Lisa's exposing on cello. So what's this that you've passed me on, Lisa? Paint.
That paints on black.
Oh, beautiful.
So just to show you how beautifully they cover, and that is very lightly. That's almost like a dry brushing effect I've used, and that's the white on there straight away over the top. Very opaque, great for resist as well. Works fabulously with your stains.